New toys and consumables in patch 11.0.5. Guys, there is so much beyond what Blizzard revealed. I have 50 tabs open right now just with shit that we got to talk about. But there's basically pets, all kinds of transmog, not only coming from classic WoW, but we're talking about TBC and Wrath of the Lich King transmog. And we're getting some kind of weird classic WoW or what is it, Season of Discovery WoW crossover going on here. So we're going to talk about some of that stuff too. But first off, let's get straight into the toys. Yes, toys coming in the WoW Within, the WoW Within, that's a new one. The War Within revamped, remixed, I don't know what you want to call it, anniversary events. So first things first, do you love the Ravager? Well, if you wore plate at any point in World of Warcraft, or even mail back then, you swung around a two-handed axe, you probably had this axe. So the Ravager, yes, known for its Blades of Light animation, a classic for classic Andes, is returning in a new form, the Practice Ravager. Now, what kind of look it's going to have exactly? We know we've gotten the Ravager back before. We have the Gleaming Ravager, the original Ravager, and now the Practice Ravager. I believe it'll have the same look, and of course it should have your Blades of Light animation, a classic for anybody who ever used this weapon. It was truly a gloriful weapon. Yeah, gloriful's a new word too. Cold Flame Ring. So we do know that we're getting these. Yes, of course, the anniversary event is bringing us the WoW rewards for WoW employees or Blizzard employees who have been at the company for 10, 15, and 20 years. We already know we're getting this. We're getting a cool ring as well that doesn't really show up in here. I'm not a big fan of the ring stuff, but yeah, if you like rings in the game, you'll be able to wear the one true ring. And then Cregan's Hardy Drought. Yes, of course, the classic, belly dance. We all know this one. It's coming back as well. You'll be able to buy it in the event. The Mohawk Grenade. Yes, I remember throwing these around quite a lot back in the day, making everybody into Mohawk Night Elves. This one will be coming back. And then the 20th anniversary balloon chest, which is a nice little 20th, treasure chest there. So we're also going to get some interesting new stuff. I haven't seen these before with the mask. Now, maybe I missed them the first time around, but there's these Prowler mask cowls and shoulder capes coming back in the anniversary event, or I should say coming, because they're not coming back. It's the first time I've seen them. And a lot of these actually remind me of, what are those guys called that follow Voldemort around and shit? They're not Dementors, but they kind of look like them. Yeah. Those are old commercials. Were fucking peak. They really were. Those old WoW commercials were the best WoW commercials they ever made. We're talking about different colors for these. You get the ones with the mask, without the mask, and the cowls, of course. You could also have different versions of this one. Purple here, red, tons of different colorways. Like I said, kind of reminds me of Harry Potter a little bit with the masks. Kind of cool. This one, if you ever want to pull off a Doctor Doom transmog, I mean, this is probably the best you can get in WoW right now. But this will be coming in the anniversary event as well. Like I said, tons of different colors, and just added to the hundreds of items we'll be able to get in this thing. We're also getting recolored TBC and Wrath of the Lich King items. That's right. We all know it. We all love it. Now, these classic items are not exactly like over the top like the Tier 2 sets, but they are some classic silhouettes that I remember from back then. So these are cool. You're going to see some of these that you'll recognize from back when you were running TBC or Wrath of the Lich King dungeons and stuff like that. The Hateful Gladiators leather armor set coming back as well. So some different PvP ones. Oh man, I remember this one. Yes, the Moon Remnant. Wow. Yeah, so some of these are coming back. Another Gladiator set here, the Deathly Chain armor. Another one here, we got the plate. So all the TBC, looks like we're going to get some Wrath of the Lich King arena gear as well. So all of these will be purchasable. You'll be able to go back and get some of these in the anniversary event, which is really cool. And they're remade, right? Kind of up-resed a little bit, so that's nice. Transmog ensembles, as I said, coming back. Now, whether or not they're really up-resed, no, doesn't look like it actually. But hey, they're classic, so you're going to want to get them anyways. Yeah, recognize those. No doubt, I recognize some of these from back then. New pets coming as well to be added to your collection. Now, there's a lot of pets coming, but these are a few new ones here coming for the 20th anniversary. You'll be able to get 2 new Doomlord pets and many, many more pets from back in the day. Looks like TBC and Wrath of the Lich King pets will be coming back to some vendor items as well. I remember the Gorilla Boy. There was a time when hunters couldn't have 2 pets, believe it or not. There was no Beast Mastery double pet hunters. And if you wanted to have 2 pets that kind of looked similar, you had to get the gorilla pet and then rock this one as well. Go to Ungoro Crater, get your gorilla, and then have the gorilla pet out. That was the best way to have double pets back then. So getting all these pets, yeah, there's going to be a ton of them. As I said, there's also going to be this cool event going on at the anniversary event in front of the Caverns of Time, where you'll be able to become your pets and run around and just, be your pet for a day. So that's kind of cool. Also, new battle pet rewards coming in 11.0.5. We see this one, the little spider boy pet, and the yak. Yeah, Mr. Muscolix. Yes, so very cool. A little spider pet. The arachnophobes won't be able to use this, and you won't be able to use your crab filter on it either. But there's a lot of cool pets coming for anyone who loves pets, as well as all the transmog that's coming. I mean, there is a ton of it. This is Stinky Boy. Look at that. Season of Discovery crossover? What is this? So if you haven't played Season of Discovery, you won't recognize some of this stuff. But if you have, you will recognize some of these items, and they have been data mined in the 11.0.5 PTR. But why would these show up if they weren't going to be in the game? This is interesting. So some of these items here have been remakes of older items showing up in Season of Discovery. Some of them you may recognize the Claymore's Pledge. I mean, man, this is a beast right here. The Spyro Shield. Some of these items are really cool. Never been in the retail version of the game, but it looks like they're going to make a comeback here and finally show up. As I said, very nice looking items showing up. How we're going to get them, we don't really know yet, whether they're going to be vendor items or drops. Nobody knows. But very, very nice looking weapons, and an indication that we could be getting some Season of Discovery items in retail. That's pretty cool. Moving on to some cosmetic data mine, unused weapon tints from TBC and Wrath of the Lich King. Yes, so TBC and Wrath of the Lich King, as I said, there's some really classic looking silhouettes, and by classic I mean like you just know it when you see it, where these came from back in the day. And it looks like some of these are coming back for the anniversary event. Oh man, some of these, just the Sunburst sticker. Yeah, Sunbusters, and that's what it used to make me do when I'd see it. The Drakes, yes, the Drake's Breather, Herded Shield, really cool stuff. I remember this as well, the classic, yeah, TBC Hammer here.
Can always use another
Tundra Freeze coming in 22 months. Oh my god.
22 months.
Yeah, that's a lot. Thank you, Tundra. I appreciate that. Death Knight of our Scourge and mod of the channel, of course. And then this boy. Look at this thing. Oh my god. If you get the shield, right? The new shield that's coming for Lord Aran, you can literally be a Lord Aranian Knight. Look at this thing. This is a recolor, I believe. I don't remember it being this purple color, but pretty nice. This, oh man, I remember this. The Azur's Magus Blade, freaking beautiful. Some really cool weapons, as I said, that come from the past, and nice to see them coming back for the anniversary event. We'll probably be buying these with some different currencies or going back and doing them. Man, this is a great one, too. Really works well with the new Hallowfall gear, for sure. Yes, the battered bulkwork, Argent Crusade shield. So some nice stuff. It looks like things are not just limited to, classic, which I thought is what we were going to get a lot of, but we're getting TBC, we're getting Wrath of the Lich King stuff all over the place. And now, the trading post. Yes, the trading post looks like it's going to be a good one going forward. For November and December, we're getting some items now that are being data mined, and the Sylvanas outfit is one of them. That's right. The ensemble of the Dark Ranger, 850 Trader's Tender, and you yourself can cosplay as the regular Sylvanas. Not the covered up one. We're talking full belly exposure and big old titties out. Yeah, looks good. The arrows here, and they get the quiver as well. And I remember data mining these, wondering if we were ever going to get them. If you don't know, Logosh is the version of Varian Rin that was fighting as a gladiator in the arenas against orcs. Back when he didn't remember that he was the King of Stormwind. We'll be able to get this thing, man. We'll be able to get this transmog here on the trading post. 850 tender for a couple of these different colorways as well. And you can get the Charlemagne. Classic, man. The old Charlemagne, when he was a gladiator, before it was restored to its new form. Man, this is a great transmog, one that I'm definitely going to have to get. Yeah, these are beautiful. And then here we got some earmuffs. I haven't seen these in the game before, but nice little winter earmuffs, Alliance and Horde if you want them. And then a Foxy Boy mount. Never been the biggest fan of these, but you can go ahead and get it too. And these. Oh, I'll talk about these in a second. More wings coming back and stuff. And a few nice little weapon transmogs here. A Voidy looking bow. This is an interesting one. I think this is a return. We got some returning spring stuff. Some more of these capes and cowls and stuff like that. And then here we got some Voidlet transmog. Okay. Oh my god. This is a freaking beautiful set. Have I seen this before in game? This current tour set, I feel like I've seen it, but I don't remember from where it came from. The High Scholars Arcane set, very nice. We get the Sailor Moon set returning, a little Murloc set, a few of these little boys here. And then, of course, yeah, a bunch of these little recolors. Now, the festive of the winter stuff, that looks familiar. It does. But I don't remember where the hell I've seen this before. I might be confusing it with the tier set for Wrath of the Lich King for mages, where they had the Kirin Tor tier set. But this is a nice looking set. Very detailed. Very nice for mages if they want it. But the Festival of the Winter Transmog, if you love the Winter Veil event, Blizzard has really upped their game on these transmogs coming in the trading post here. So I remember this sword from last time. Yes, we had the Candy Cane Licked Short Sword. But we're also getting some really cool... Look at this. Look at this one, man. 2 presents wrapped up. Big Hammer Boy. The shield here. The Peppermint Shield. I mean, how could you not want some of these? Feeling festive and looking festive. We also have basically a better version of the previous Candy Cane sword we had with some garnishments on there. I mean, this looks great. And then a treetop or staff. Yeah. Blizzard's going all out with these events now. I think the trading post has really upped their game when it comes to the different events. Now, of course, we're going to be getting Halloween stuff soon first, but looking forward, these Winter Veil things really do look cool. Looks like Blizzard's really upped the level of, what do you say? I don't know, Christmasness? You don't say happy holidays these days, whatever it is. Revamp bosses. So with all those events, we're also getting all those transmogs and pets and everything else. We're also getting a ton of new bosses. Yeah, tons of new bosses. And I did want to point out, now we can look at all these models. You can look at them yourself if you want. The links will be below. But I did think it was interesting. I forgot about this. We're going to see Dagran's dad. That's right. We're going to be seeing Dagran's dad again. Yes, the you know, the nerdy dwarf that we see today, he came from somebody. He came from Dagran's, Mr. Dagran Sr., and we're going to be killing him again, so this is interesting. I completely forgot that his dad was in this, and his mom as well. I mean, Moira's in here too, but for some reason, I forgot that his father was in here. So these are the new models for them. We see Moira without her, you know, shaman armor and stuff like that. But this is the moment where we killed his father, right? And everyone realizes that Moira actually fell in love with him, had a child with him. This was the big moment reveal. So this is kind of cool that we're going to go back and see this stuff. Yeah. Killed him ages ago. Yeah, well, you get to kill him again, but now in a revamped version. So here he is, Mr. Dagran Sr. coming back. And tons of stuff coming in this event. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a great patch-long season of remembering WoW and going back and getting all kinds of new toys and goodies.